Good morning, guys, and happy Monday. I know, it's not Tuesday where I do my transformational thoughts. I do have a big one for tomorrow this week that I'm very excited to share. But something happened to me this morning that made me really want to share a message with you all on Monday to start your week off right. So this morning, I told someone something and they didn't respond the way I wanted them to. Has this ever happened to you where you tell someone something, whether it's, you got good news that you want to share, or maybe you have bad news. You had an exceptionally tough day at work, or maybe you got a promotion at work, or you had a great activity or race or weekend event that you like, and you're expecting someone to kind of cheer you on and support you. But instead they sort of say, well, okay, that's great, or good job. Or maybe they even try to talk you out of something. And you kind of start to feel bad about that and get sort of frustrated by that. That happened to me this morning, and I was a few moments into that feeling of like, ugh, gosh, why'd you say that? And then I remembered this really important truth that I figured out in the last few years, which is it's not other people's job to respond the way you want them to. It's not their job to make you feel okay and to meet some expectation that you have in your mind over how they should receive you or act around you. It's your job to make yourself feel okay and to be okay every day. And I share this with you because ultimately a lot of these videos that I'm doing are all about how to generate success and happiness and achieve goals. But the reality is we cannot do that effectively if we don't have inner peace and calm and stability. And when we spend a lot of time sort of storming and raging and, complaining around what other people have done to us or didn't do for us or didn't say to us and how unfair that is or how wrong that is, we spend an enormous amount of time hung up on things that then take time from our ability to create success, focus on our goals, imagine our future, and just do things with love. And this becomes a really big problem for us. It's really impossible for us to be successful and to be happy when we're focused on what other people are or are not doing. And so if you have any situations this week where you say something or do something, maybe even just bring someone a coffee or a treat, and you're thinking, oh, they're really going to enjoy this, and they barely say thanks and they brush it off, and you think, oh gosh, I spent my hard-earned time or money to help them, and they barely appreciated it. Let it go. Move on. Again, every second you're wasting thinking of what someone else should have done or ought to have done is a second you're not thinking of what you can do and how you can be great. And so again, it's not other people's job to make us feel good. It's our job to make us feel good. And by the way, I think the reason we struggle with this sometimes is because we have egos. We tend to kind of think that we're the center of the universe, that other people should be cheering us on and happy for us and considering us. But the reality is we're all the star in our own story. So other people have their own life and their own universe going on, and they're the center character or actor in their production, in their play, not you. And so why would we expect that other people are going to meet us exactly where we want them to? So with that being said, make a great week, have a wonderful Monday, and choose to create happiness and joy for yourselves. People don't do what you expected them to do. Let it go, move on, forget it, except if the person is extremely close to you and it's a repeated pattern of behavior or abuse. Then it's time to speak up and say something and sort of ask people, for what you need. But ultimately, if that person doesn't change, same thing, move on, grow from it, learn. But especially if it's an acquaintance or a coworker or a stranger or whatnot, or even an expectation you never told them you had, there is no time and place for us to feel like, gosh, I can't believe they said that to me. That is not a good use of your time. So go on, be great, have a wonderful week, and one that's free of stress or expectation of others, but instead one that's full of peace and love and joy and compassion for not only them, but for yourself. I'll see you tomorrow on Transformation Tuesday.